All right, so what's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Podio section of our course. Today we are with one of our Podio specialists, Maya, and today she's going to pretty much talk to you guys about, how she can help you all, improve your automation and your business, right? So, Maya, how you doing today?
I'm doing good, thank you.
Absolutely, absolutely.
How
So,
about
Maya,
you?
I'm doing well. Thank you for asking as well. So, I just want you to just tell the people a little about who you are and just kind of tell them what you've been doing with Podio in the last couple of years.
Okay. So to start out with, let me tell you something about myself. Today, I call myself a CRM architect, but I don't have any technical background. I don't have an engineering degree. My only technical background, ironically, is being married to a techie for the last 25 years. But I have been dabbling with technology for a very long time. I was assisting my husband's software company. And then I took a sabbatical when my kids came along, and I used to call myself a domestic engineer. That's kind of a homemaker.
Okay.
But no regrets. It was great being there while they were growing up. But as they grew up, I just started feeling a vacuum within me,
Okay.
and I started feeling like very useless, and I was angry with myself
Oh
that
man.
why am I doing nothing? And then I said one fine day, I decided, no, I'm going to build my profile and I'm going to
Nice.
find out what I'm good at. And that's when I picked up my skills from when I had left off work. And I used to work on Podio in the CRM system in our software company. So I built a profile on that and I put it up on one of the freelance websites.
Okay.
Initially, I got cold feet when the first person called me, but my family pushed me, and it's
Okay.
been no looking back since then. So it's been a
That's
great
so
journey.
that's a great journey here. So I want to ask you because Podio is one of the platforms that a lot of people they preach highly good of, right? So I want to know, was there any specific reason why you chose to specialize in Podio?
So one is I had already worked in Podio, so I did have some knowledge about it. And I truly believe that, and now in fact, my belief has even become stronger, is that Podio is one of the most A, flexible,
Mhm.
B, sturdy, friendly, and economical
Exactly.
CRM systems which one can use. It's
Absolutely.
you're not forced to do things which you don't want to do, and
Hmm.
you can build it as you go along. And it's the price point is great, I think.
Absolutely, Maya. Just like what you said, the reason why we chose Podio to utilize in our business because it allows the user to really customize the system to their business style, their business model. So
Exactly,
any entrepreneur can come into this platform and create it and make it theirs.
exactly.
And it's truly amazing. So Maya, I mean, what are some things that you can help people with when it comes to Podio?
So should I? Okay, about Podio. So what? Let me first talk about CRM. Then
Okay,
I'll
sure,
come to Podio. You know
absolutely.
what? There are a couple of things that I started working with. Podio is actually very popular with the real estate community, and so that's why somehow when I started, I kind of got very attached to the real estate community,
Mm-hmm.
the real estate developers, wholesalers, and I started learning a lot about them.
Mm-hmm.
And when I learned what I learned from them, what I took home, there were many things which I realized we were doing wrong, people were doing wrong. The first thing is uh, one glove does not fit all. Like a
Absolutely.
product, like a lot of people were making these real estate products and putting it out in the market. Yes, the functionalities can be similar, but every real estate dealer and wholesaler has their own method and their process or their approach in the way they manage their business.
Yep.
Therefore, customization is very crucial. So one will need to customize whatever basic format you have. The other thing is one has to take baby steps. What happens is when you start out and when you see all those features, it's like all the frills and fancies and everything, one gets excited. Oh, I want this also. Oh, I want that also. But that's what the problem is. One must take baby steps, realize what I require at this point, what is my business at this point, and then grow it as you grow with the business. What happens is if you put too many features in them, the system gets very overwhelming. You'll end up spending more time on the CRM system, whereas you need to spend more time out there selling and buying real estate rather than trying to figure out your CRM system. You know, that's one other problem which I feel that most people get. You know, it's like a chicken and egg story. One, I want this also, I want that also. You have to realize what you want. For that, you need a roadmap. That's where I come into place, like a blueprint, a roadmap, a business flow, whatever you may call it. That is crucial to any CRM system. One must have one's requirement that this is my business plan, this is my flow, and this is how I want my system. You can break it up into pieces, you can build it piece by piece, or you can build it together, but one must know what one wants. So these, I think, are the three most important things before you come to working on Podio. Okay. And then from my experience with the real estate world is there are two major pain points which I feel, yes, there is a whole lot of admin problems that you face, but to start out with in the beginning, the two major pain points which I have realized what most real estate wholesalers deal with is managing the leads and a regular touching of the leads to remind them of, hey, I'm here. Whenever you want to sell, please remember me, kind of thing, you know. So it's managing the leads and kind of a follow-up system.
Follow-up system.
Yes. So for that, I kind of built a framework on Podio, which is, of course, customizable, 100% customizable. And I built it in a modular fashion. It's like building blocks on top of each other. So can I explain to you what these blocks are and how I built it? So the first system I built was the lead management. And in that, it is purely managing the leads, handling your leads. Automatic inflow of where your leads are coming from, may it be your website, may it be CallRail, may it be Twilio, may it be Facebook, any messaging service, or even from your VA's web form, the leads automatically come into the system, and how they are managed, categorized, stages are set in this at this point. All the information is organized in a database. Even a calling script is put in there, and this calling script is designed by yourself. That these are the questions I need to, a checklist of questions that I need to ask my lead when I get in touch with the lead, and how do I follow up with the lead, a reminder system kind of a thing to follow up with the lead. So this is your first pain point taken care of, where leads are taken care of. The second process is the campaign management. Here is your regular and periodic touching of the lead, reminding them of your existence, is the drip campaign. That you can have a combination of SMS, that's text message, email, ringless voice message, postcard, letter. You can do it individually, or you can do it with a group of people. There is also the option of, this is again a learning which I learned, is that you must have an opt-out, an unsubscribe part in this drip campaign, because this system gives you that feature, because what happens is you don't look professional if you don't do that. So That's the campaign management. And then the third part of it is the contract management, for where you can send out contracts, digital signature. This is a little customized. And then I have two plugins which I have in this. One is the smartphone plugin, where you can call out from the system from Podio. You can click on the call button and directly call from the system. And the communication plugin, which sends and receives email and SMS within the system. So you have the complete history of what the last communication with a particular lead has been. So basically, in a nutshell, this is what I have, and then you can build on top of that, whatever you want.
Yep. So everything you just said is literally what my journey has looked like. Like you said, coming in as a new wholesaler, and once you see the possibilities of what the automation can do, you want everything. Oh, I want this automation. I want this, and you get overwhelmed because once everything is implemented into your business, you don't even know where to start. You don't even know how to control it. You don't know how the system runs, and it can really be overwhelming. So, like you said, you want to pretty much take it step by step. You want to apply one automation at a time, understand it, and apply a new one, and create a building block, right, as you go through your business. There's tons of automation. There's literally no limit, as long as you can think about it, and Maya can pretty much create a flow that can pretty much work in how you want it to be. So, we definitely recommend that you take steps. Start applying little to one automation at a time, and as your business grow, you want to continue to add to that automation system.
Yeah,
and like
that's
Maya said, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Like just like you said, right? There's a lot of things that you have to worry about when it comes to this automation, such as the lead flow, how the lead is flowing from one system to another, how the lead is being managed, how the lead is being followed up with, how you send in a contract. So there's a lot of little tedious things that you have to be aware of. So before coming to Maya, have a good idea of kind of what you want first. Then she can pretty much create and design something that works very well for what you want. So that's pretty much what Maya is really here for. Maya can really help you create your business and make it run efficiently like it should.
Yes, totally.
Yep.
Yes.
Right? Exactly. Right. So Maya has done quite a few projects for us, and we've worked with multiple different developers, but whenever Maya works on our system, we find out that the system is a lot more fluid. It's a very well done job that we never run into issues. The system works how it should. So we've always that's why Maya's here, because she's really one of the best. So I won't waste your time with bringing on somebody else that's not really good, because Maya work is really good. But when you reach out to Maya, just let Maya know that, hey, Harmony and Jaleel from Limitless sent you, and Maya will be able to work with you. Maya, what are some, what are some rates that they can expect from you? What are some prices that, that they can expect to pay for this type of system?
So it all depends actually, but the way thumb rule is every feature is about $100. So like the lead management is about 200, and then as you build, like the SMS feature is 100, email is 100. So every block you build is about $100. It depends. If there is some kind of customization which you really need, then I will have to look at the customization and then give you a quotation as to how it is. But more or less, the lead management would be anywhere between 200 and 300. Campaign management would be, if you just take these SMS, email, and RVM, then it would be anywhere between 300 to 400. This is on top of the lead management. Contract management, it will all depend on every state has a different a different contract, and the agreement to sign, and the purchase orders and all that will be different. So it has to be customized. So, but the ballpark, these are the figures, approximately, give and take a year. But that's what I said. It cannot be one glove fits all, but these are the ballpark figures. And then as and when we go forward, we kind of have a pricing but these are indicative prices,
Okay, cool, exactly. So there it is. So the price can vary, depends on what you want. So again, just kind of have a good idea of what you want, and the Maya will be able to customize it for you. So
right.
Everyone, again, so it's very important that you invest in in your business and creating a fluid automation system, right? Because the business can get a little hectic, so it's good to have some type of control. And having a CRM like Podio with some automation behind it will help you systemize your business and have it run a little more smoother. So that is what Maya's here for. So I'm going to put all of Maya's information down below for you guys to reach out to her, and she'll be able to help you guys create the system that you guys are looking for. Anything else you want to say, Maya?
No, that's about it, and it would be great. I mean, as I don't think I mentioned this to you. One of my biggest win points in creating CRM systems and working with Podio has been I do it more for a passion, and I enjoy doing this. So when a client is happy with my work and closes their first deal, that's bigger satisfaction for me. So
Right. Yeah. And Maya has worked with a lot of investors, guys. So she knows the wholesale business, so she understands, how the business kind of should be ran. So don't be afraid. She knows what she's talking about. So she's worked with a lot of people. She knows what she's doing, and she's going to be able to help you in the way that you need. All right.
Definitely.
All right.
I'm looking forward to working with more of your team and your customers, and it'll be great.
Absolutely. All right, Maya. It was nice talking to you.
They're great. It was likewise great talking to you. Thank you. Thank you. Bye-bye.